never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to.
It's Week 18 of the NFL, and the spotlight is on the Cardinals' towering wide receiver. He's over 1,100 yards receiving so far and looking for more. It's the Cards and the Seahawks, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season. And we got a it's over the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And yes, it's January 7th, but we haven't seen you since New Year's Eve, so... Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go on EA Sports. Now Greg Dortch going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. First down, Howell to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. These two teams had met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. Howell's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 26th. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Seattle. 62 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 2nd and 5. Here's Howell.
and 5.
It got his man complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. So we're in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. Here's Walker to start the drive. And some room to maneuver. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Howell's throw into the hands of Lockett. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try for the first with Walker. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Give to Walker on the read option. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REI. Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Dwayne Eskridge. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On first down, Howell. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on 2nd and long. Howell. He's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big pickup of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Howell throwing on first down here. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cardinals' 44-yard line.
Howell. And that is incomplete. That one doesn't find its... He's been much sharper this this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Again, it's Walker. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher. And we've talked on air off here about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on the ball.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what...
On second down, here's Murray. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker, and the Seattle offense is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Al down to throw it. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Howell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. On 1st and 10 is counter. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
To throw is Murray. A slant to Jones. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zay Jones, 35 yards. And the Reception on defense and converted into 6 points. Extra point good by Prater. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again.
And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Option play, they'll give to Walker. And they take him down. At the 27. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Out comes Zay Jones with the rest of his offense. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Walker now on 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. On the return, Dortch. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5.
Here's Howell. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting, and they take... Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire.
Yeah, all right, I got him. T-Stead, look, yeah. Full court press, so full blitz, we going all out. It don't matter any time of day, I came to ball out. We TCG, never duck a smoker, any call out. Better be ready to go to war until we fall out. 0 to 60 like Ludacris, we came to roll out. You know I gotta get my check, so please don't make me hold out. Bust down Cuban a summer day, I make it cold out. They was hot then, now they cold now. Left wrist dripping, I got it froze now. Went from rags to riches, take the clothes now. My name heavy all across the globe now. We ain't playing HBCU, I strike up the band. Stomping on them like a cute dog or alpha man. In Miami, hard rock jumping like a rock band. You know me, I love my green and cheese like a Packers fan. I'm a player, gotta keep it player, how the game go. With the steppers, I ain't gotta tell them, they just train to go. Calling plays and I'm calling shots like the head coach. First class, so we take the private, we don't do coach. They was hot then, now they cold now. They was hot then, now they cold now. They was hot then, now they cold now.
Dirty, yeah, you know we global with it. Black fit, limo tint, you don't know who in it. Whole team having motion, world know who winning. I'm known for handling business, the other dudes know for dissing. Big motion, boy, big bobbing, boy. Tell her pipe that loud talk down, cause they ain't making noise. Yeah, homie, we them boys, who they be preaching about. If you see LT around, Reballo's bound to make a crowd. Let it try.
Many, mo, I knock them down 3 in a row. From the street straight to the field, from the field right to the show. All my dogs are trained to go. Make sure my people don't work no more. Been let down so many times and stand on my back, I swear it don't hurt no more. Got dirt all on my hands, but I still watching and count this money. I had to stop rocking so many chains, I was trying to work out and it hurt my stomach. I get them wrapped, that boy mommy. Black on black, this Maybach done. When times was dark, we stood on the block around the clock. Now my life, son. I had to make it out. Rest in peace to Dolph, I took that paper out. Wanted some more laying out on the dough and bought my neighbor's house. I done done so many favors for some people, feel like I'm favored out. No eating in, we taking out. Same people who was cheering, they hating now, but so what? Dan Marino seats inside this Rolls truck, they Dolphin blue. Big homie, y'all little boys. 50 for me and the gang, and we just walking through. We counting money often too.